Growing up, did you see yourself becoming Miss Uganda?
I always thought of myself something bigger than I was because I was a very reserved person. I knew that what I wanted to be was bigger than myself.
Did you ever feel like I'm trivia and I'm going to make it?
I remember the day before, I really wanted to give up. I was before we stepped on the final stage.
Yes.
I was crying before they did my makeup. I was literally crying.
Well, Miss Uganda is about, fashion, makeup, and it's not only about that.
It's beauty beyond looks, how you actually, your character, your heart, how you perceive people, and how you actually care for the communities.
And how did you feel when you announced Miss Uganda?
Man, the finale was crazy. Like if I'm talking about the finale, I can't stop because I remember almost tripping. My dress was very long. I was like, God, you cannot make me fall down.
Who is Trivia? Like deep down.
Trivia is...
Hello everyone, welcome yet to another episode of Beauty with a Purpose podcast with me. I have one of the most beautiful ladies that made history early this year as she was crowned Miss Uganda 2025, and of course she will be representing Miss Uganda at Miss World in 2026. The beautiful
Muhoza Trivia. Hell.
You're most welcome.
Thank you so much. I'm
How
happy
you
to
feeling?
be here. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You look to be excited. You look good.
Thank you so much. You too.
And tonight we're having a conversation. Most people tend to think that beauty queens don't get married. Do you think it's true?
No, I don't think it's true. I've actually just had it this year. I've never had it before, but I had it about it this year. And I think that's a stereotype. Like the way they say maybe a girl can't play football. Such stereotypes that are just thoughts. They haven't actually made their research or anything. I think beauty queens are very observant because when you go through this process, you become a different type of woman. Yes. So you're very observant with the person that you want to be with. So that is why they tend to take long. But I wouldn't say they don't get married. That's absurd because they do.
Yes,
like
they
Queen
do. Ella
is married.
Yeah, she just actually got married.
Exactly. So they're just very observant and they know they know what they want. So it's very hard to choose someone when you're very observant and you set a goal and that's the life that you want. So that's what I think.
And why do you think most beauty queens, after being crowned, after they get that vision of getting married, why do you think they choose people that are so silent, not in the limelight?
Because I believe when it's not a very good thing when everyone is in your business and everyone knows what's going on in your life. Because as a beauty queen, the whole year when you are the queen of Uganda, you become... Everyone wants to know what's going on in your life. Everyone wants to know who you're looking at, who you're talking to, like the type of friends you have. And the community tends to nitpick on those people. And so it's a very good thing that they choose people who are silent because why not?
Yes.
Why not? Imagine someone who's loud and is always in the bus standing on chairs.
And you're all loud people, you're all in the limelight.
Exactly. So I think it's just for their peace of mind.
So you think actually beauty queens get married and they have a real family, or they just get married for pictures?
I think they get married. I don't think there's anyone who gets married for just pictures because that's insane. I can't imagine you having to pretend for the internet just to get pictures. I've not heard of that or seen that, but I don't think anyone can get married because of pictures. Imagine living with someone for your whole life just because you wanted to show a certain image. So I don't think they do that. I think they actually be very intentional about who they get married to. Someone who is what they can manage.
Yes.
So yeah, that's what I think.
And as Trivia, who do you look up to away from Miss Uganda and all these things?
Away from Miss Uganda, the person that I would look up to would be my mother.
Yes.
I look up to her because she has fought, she has been resilient, she has actually gone in rooms that she was never expected to. So that's someone that I look up to because of her confidence, her resilience, Yeah.
During the auditioning, the competitions, people kept on talking about trivia sister.
Oh, they did.
Is she a very big part of your life?
Yes.
We actually recognized more of your sister than your mother.
Because my mom is very silent.
Oh.
She's very silent. She doesn't like cameras. She's very reserved, I would say. And she preferred that. So
You say your mom you look up to more to your mom than your sister.
100%, because the reason why my sister is who she is because of my mother. So why would I look at my sister when she's looking at my mother? Yeah, but my sisters, she's not only one. I have very many sisters, but I don't know which one you're actually talking about.
I don't really recall her name, but yes.
Yeah, but I would say my mother has raised us to be the woman that we are today. So I wouldn't... My sister is a very big part of my life. My sisters are all a very big part of my life, but we all look at my mother. So,
and growing up, did you see yourself becoming Miss Uganda?
I wouldn't say I saw myself becoming Miss Uganda, but I always thought of myself something bigger than I was, because I was a very reserved person and I was very
quiet. You look to be reserved.
Yeah, I was very quiet and scared of what people would say about me, but I knew that what I wanted to be was bigger than myself, bigger than what
you had a dream.
Yes. So getting older in high school, that's when I started looking at it, and I was like, oh, I should actually join modeling. At first I didn't intend to be like a beauty queen, but then when I went for an audition and the instructor told me, I think you should try beauty queen, and I was very angry. I just left.
They always have that eye of,
yes,
you know, this one
is a model, better. This one, exactly. Yes. So when he told me that, I was like,
you gave it a thought.
When he asked me,
yes,
do you want to try other things of modeling, or you just want to be a runway model? And I'm like, I just want to be a runway model. Like my goal was set to that. Then when I failed to go through those auditions, I just stopped anything that involves modeling. And then I think when I finished high school, I was like, why not?
Pageantry.
I was like, let me just try. This year, beginning of this year, I was just like, why not? Like, let me just try.
Oh, you just got out of high school?
No, that was last year. Oh. But I'm saying I started this year.
Yes.
And I was like, why not? Let me just go, do what I can, see if it's for me, and if it's not for me, it will not be for me.
And why did you decide to go for Miss Uganda, not Miss Tourism or any other pageantry?
Honestly, I just didn't know about those pageantries.
Oh.
Yeah, I just knew about Miss Uganda.
And how were the competitions? Because I saw you from day one, I was like, okay.
Really?
Yeah.
The competitions. The competitions. Competitions are competitions. I feel like competitions are the same everywhere.
Yes.
There is pressure. You get out, you even forget who you are because you're trying to portray a certain person.
What gave you confidence?
I would say
on day one.
Yes. Myself. Because I had only told a very few friends of mine, and my friend actually escorted me for the auditions, and she was sitting downstairs the whole time
cheering.
So she wasn't allowed inside because it was just a one-on-one with the judges plus cameras. So my auditions were very funny. I went in like high knee boots and pants, and
I saw you.
Yeah, it was very funny. So I think the only thing I had right was my hair. It was held back because I knew that they always want the held back thing. So I made sure that I do that, and everything else was off. First of all, my confidence was I was not confident at all. But then I entered that room and I was just like, before we entered, I was shaking.
And there were so many girls.
We were so many. And when the girls saw me, they thought I wasn't even part of them. They thought I was like one of the people who's organizing the event. And I was like, I entered and I was shaking and I couldn't stop holding myself. Those habits of that show that you're not confident at all. So I had those things. I was swinging around. I was touching myself. I was very scared, like shaking. And I remember after the auditions, I just moved out of the room and I started crying.
Did you ever feel like, I got this?
No.
Or you're just too scared?
I was very scared. The whole time I had a problem of not believing in myself. I think that's a very big problem that I had. But now, I don't think I can ever say that I don't believe in myself. Because very many people did believe in me.
Yes.
And I was like, if those people can believe in me and they don't even know me, why am I not believing in myself?
And then we go for auditions, we go for boot camp. How did you feel being around, were you 26? 26 girls?
We were 25.
25. How was it? Did you feel like, maybe they'll beat me up or something?
I wouldn't say I thought they would beat me up. I thought there would be drama, but I never thought it would
No, like beating you in competition, like winning. Yes.
Okay.
Did you ever feel like, I'm trivia, I'm going to make it?
No. Even the last moment, before we stepped on the final stage,
yes,
I was crying before they did my makeup. I was literally crying. I was the last person they worked on. By the time they brought my dress, there were people already going on stage. The competitions were starting. And me, they're just finishing my makeup. I'm rushing to dress up and all that. So I wouldn't say that I was very sure that I was going to win, because I wasn't sure at all. I remember the day before, I really wanted to give up. I was like, I don't think this is for me. I think let me just maybe consider something else. Because I was like, all the girls were so good.
And so confident.
So smart. Extremely confident. So beautiful. So if you're there and you are 100% sure, I don't
doubting yourself.
Yeah. The whole time I was doubting myself. I didn't think I would make it. But also one of the things that made me very strong in these competitions was God. I always prayed, like every time I was scared, every time I was anxious, every time I felt like I'm not good enough. So it's like, you know what? God has a reason why I'm in this position. And and he cannot bring me in a place that is not going to
leave you there.
Yeah, that is not going to uplift me. So I was like, whatever comes, if it's winning, if it's not winning, I know there is a reason why I actually came for this competition.
And how did you feel when they were announcing the top 10? Were they top 10? Then top 7, and you are still there. Did you ever feel like, oh my God, I can't believe this?
The whole time, I don't think I can say there's a time you do not feel like excited when they actually read your name. Because I remember the first question, I think I didn't answer it to the expectations that I know that I can, but because of the pressure and because you're overthinking. Because I remember they asked me about climate and what would you better about the environment,
like climate and beauty, like they're totally opposite.
Exactly. And those are the things we study in boot camp, and people think it's all about looks and walking. And those are the things we have papers every morning. So when they asked me the question, I knew that I know this question and I answered it, but I kept repeating the same thing over and over again until I was like, okay, Trivia, I think you're talking too much. I think you should stop. And then I just had to stop. But when they read, when I answered that question, I didn't think they were going to read it in the next top 10. I think I was like, okay, I think now I
this is the end.
Yeah. When they read my name, I remember it was actually Queen Ella, who read my name, and I was like, oh God, I couldn't believe it. So I was like, the next question, let me make sure I don't talk too much, go straight to the point and actually look confident.
But can you even remember all those things?
I remember my last question was, what is the one thing that you would change about Uganda if you got this platform? Something in those lines. And first of all, the pressure of that stage, even because let me tell you, in bootcamp we literally go through all these things. We go through climate, we go through education, we go through health. So it's very hard to say you do not know an answer to a question. You actually know it because these are the papers that you do every morning.
They literally teach you everything
about
not only makeup SDGs. And hair and what.
They don't even, we had literally one class of makeup, one class. That's how you know that it's not about beauty or anything of how you look.
So people that think that maybe boot camp is Miss Uganda is about fashion, makeup, and it's not only about that.
It's not. Actually, I think it's not about beauty. Most of the times, it's beauty beyond looks.
Yes.
That means how you actually, your character, your heart, how you perceive people, and how you actually care for the community. Yeah. So I think it's because it's very easy to teach someone to do makeup, but it's very hard to change someone's heart.
To change someone's heart.
Yes, it's very hard to change someone's heart. It's very hard to change someone's character, mostly at an age of 22, 20, 18, 19, because you're already a grown up. It's very hard to say, I'm going to change your whole character. You can't change certain things, but there are those characters that if you've grown with them, it's very hard to actually.
Yes,
so I think they look at character and they look at someone who's very teachable, Like if I teach you, are you going to argue with me?
Exactly.
And be like, no, my answer is right. Or you're going to actually be like, okay, I understand where you're coming from, but I think this and this and that. You understand? So just someone who's teachable, someone who doesn't only look at themselves, can also
but
look
others.
at yes.
And to take you back during the final day, I saw like 3/4 of the congregation were really supporting trivia. I was like, I actually saw some people that I know, and they're like, trivia. I'm like, what's happening?
Yeah.
How did that make you feel?
I think I thank my family so much for having such amazing friends.
They did a lot.
Because yes, my friends were there 100%, but I would say 60% of the people that were supporting me were friends of my friends or friends of my siblings. So, and friends of my mom. So it was a very big community. You could think they knew me personally, and these people just, maybe we have had 1, 2 conversations or 3 conversations, but we have never interacted like that for, let me say, more than like have a conversation of like an hour. It has never happened. But that's how you see like family is very important, because if they like my sister, they will automatically like me, because they feel like my sister is a very good person, or my mother is a good person, or my friend is a good person. So they will end up being like, why am I not supporting trivia if Bunny is like this, or if Nina is like this? So it was very
It gave you confidence.
So much, because it didn't only happen at the finale. It was there the whole time.
All the time.
All the times we had any event, pre-selection,
talent
night. Even when I couldn't sing, my friends were there cheering me, and they were like, yay, please.
The singing part, I would give 50%.
Yeah. So it was insane. The support was crazy. I was just in love with all my friends and all my family. The whole time I was just like, I can't believe this.
And how did you feel when you announced Miss Uganda?
First of all, I had cried all the tears. As I told you prior, before asking, I said I cried from morning to the last minute of them doing my makeup. I was literally in tears. So I would say all my tears were done by the time I was on stage. But I remember I was very dizzy actually the whole time on stage, because the lights, the heels, the pain of the heels,
people, the noise.
Because even that day, it's very hard to eat. The anxiety is crazy. So you've not eaten, you've not taken enough water, because they keep telling us, guys, eat so many sweets so that you get energy. I know, but sometimes it's very hard when you're on pressure. So I remember I was very dizzy, and the whole time I was like, okay, I've not gotten a sash. They have not called me Miss Talent or Miss this or Miss that.
I know. You actually didn't get any other title.
Yes, I didn't get any other title. So I was like, that's why my second question, I had to do my best to actually answer it at least the way that I had practiced and the way that they had taught us to answer questions. So I remember my last question, I was like, let me not speak too much, but God just guide me through this answer. And and man, the finale was crazy. Like if I'm talking about the finale, I can't stop, because I remember almost tripping. My dress was very long. I was like, God, you cannot make me fall down. My enemies should be ashamed today.
I know.
Should be ashamed today. So
you had come from so far.
Yeah, I had. So I was like, there's no way I'm going to embarrass my supporters, my family, myself, God. I was like,
it was too much.
I'm not letting the enemy win. So I did my best, I believe.
So away from Miss Uganda and beauty and all that, who is Trivia? Like deep down, who is Trivia? Take us through your life.
Yeah, Trivia. She's a very interesting person, but I don't know if she's interesting to you, but Trivia is very God fearing. She loves swimming. Christian. I think in everything that I do, I think most of the interviews, they're always like, no, you cannot be this boring, because I'm always talking about God. Yeah. So I would say Trivia is very God-fearing. She loves swimming. She loves podcasts. She likes reading novels and listening to music, I would say. I think that's Trivia.
More details about like your life, how you grew up, where you where you went to school, all those details. I'm a last born.
Oh. We're only girls.
Okay.
We're 3 girls. And I grew up in Nankulabye.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I was at City Nursery Primary School. Then I went to Nakasero Primary School for, I think, a year or 2. Then I went to Namembe Infants from P2 to P5. Then I went to Namembe Parents from P6 to P7. From P5 that time, I think, to P7. And then my high school, I went to Seroma Christian High School for my O-level, and my A-level, I went to Chisubi High School.
Did you ever become a leader at school?
Yes. I was a religious leader in my A-level. And in my primary, I think I was a class monitress.
Oh, wow. I can imagine the quiet girl being a class monitress.
So they used to bully me, by the way. In primary, they used to, okay, not like that bullying, but they used to always tease me like she doesn't say one or two words. It's always a class monitor
you
who
can't
did most
report
of the
noisemakers.
Exactly. And I think most of the time, the teachers always made me leaders because they were like, why is she so quiet? Like, she should get out. So I was a class monitress, I was a religious prefect, and I was also a sanitary prefect. Yeah.
And at home, how do you live your life?
Always talking to my mother.
Oh, wow.
I have a skincare business and a lip care business.
Oh.
So I sell those products. And I was working at HSF International as a assistant marketing director.
Oh.
I had worked there for around 6 months.
How old are you?
I'm 23.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I made 23 last month.
Happy belated birthday.
Yeah, this month on the 19th, last week.
Oh, and okay, you said you have a business. How do you balance career and pageantry?
Right now, I've just started the pageantry. So my sister is helping me handle that. My cousins that I was working with in the skincare business. So she's helping me run that. But of course, she'll send me some details of what's going on and everything. But for now, because I've been moving a lot and going, I've not yet settled and come back to like business properly. But I think after this week, I'll officially, because next week I don't think I have anything that
and serious. Miss World, talking about Miss World.
Miss World. I'm very excited for Miss World. And I have, of course, classes that are going to help me improve.
You already started classes?
Yes, I did. Of course, it's not official classes of like, sit down, I teach you. But all the things that I've been doing since I became Miss Uganda are, of course, helping me in my confidence, the way I speak to people. So the classes, I would say, have already started, but officially, I think they'll start tomorrow, on Monday.
Oh.
Yes.
The walking, the speaking.
My walk. The walking, the speaking, the how to answer questions, how to to know more about your project, and those are things that I want to work on. All our hope
is in you.
Please, thank you very much, and I can't wait to bring that crown home. I'm very excited.
We are so ready. We are ready to support you, and I'm very sure that your family will be there.
100%. They would not miss it for the world, because they're already planning it already. It's already in the books. They're just waiting for Miss World to announce when Miss World is happening, which month. So yeah.
You say you're a Christian. Do you ever go to church?
I went to church today.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I always go to church. I go to church on Thursdays, Fanero. Thursdays, and then Sundays I usually go to Watoto Church because the service is shorter. And usually I have so many things to do.
Programs to do. Yeah. There's so many young girls looking up to you right now. You know, when you get that crown, it is not something so small. It is not actually a small thing. What advice would you give them?
I would tell them to have a goal, first of all, and dream big. Dream as big as you can. Even though you don't reach that big dream, you at least reach halfway to that dream. And if you dream big and put God first in everything that you do, align your goals with God and say, God, guide me. Is this the thing that you want me to actually take
your
up?
Purpose.
Is this the space that you actually want me to go in? So if you dream big and believe in God and work towards that goal, everything 100% will go through. Like, the background noise is just background noise. It shouldn't affect the way you want to see your life and how you want to set it.
There is something, there's someone that told me to ask you about, I saw a clip that you're dating. Is it true?
Oh, really? That's crazy.
Yeah. Like, there are so many people that are background noise, as you've said.
No, I'm not dating right now. Currently, I'm not dating.
And to that, social media has become a problem. How do you think it should be managed?
First of all, I feel like social media the freedom of social media sometimes is insane. Like the freedom of speech is there, but sometimes keep your comment or like whatever you want to say to someone that is negative, keep it to yourself or say it to your neighbor, because why do you want to spread negativity? So I feel like people should first heal themselves for social media to be a better place. People need to heal, because social media is for people and people are the ones who actually create the negativity. So I feel like also if young children are actually like given that boundary of like, if you're this age and this age, do not have social media. But nowadays even
It's
children
everywhere.
even children have access to all these terrible things, and you would see a child's video and someone is commenting something negative, so you're like, really? Like, this child is like 5 or 6, so why are you being negative? They're just being themselves and doing what they love. So it's
Do you
crazy,
think they should be putting out their lives on social media, like everything? We've seen clips of people doing the get ready with me, you know, when I'm home, when I'm traveling. Do you think it is right?
Like,
Because I've
how?
actually not seen any video of you doing such things.
I've actually done one before.
Really?
Yeah, I've done one
No,
before.
after the crown.
After the crown,
Yes.
actually, I want to start.
Oh.
But the thing is, get ready with me. It just depends on how you actually, get ready with me. Like, what are you going to show the camera? I think everything about internet is what you want people to see. So what do you want people to
Exactly.
see? Do you want people to see you get ready with me in your biker, or you understand? So if you get ready with me in a deer, that's also okay. You can wear your deer and say, okay, get ready with me for. You understand? So it just depends
Yes.
on how someone wants to be perceived. And also people should know that how you dress, how you want to be addressed. So if you want to be addressed a certain way, then there are certain things you're not supposed to do. So if you want to get ready with me in a biker and someone comes and says something mean, it is wrong of them to say that, but it's what you've showed them.
Yes,
So sometimes
you've given them the.
Sometimes everyone has to take accountability of what they're doing.
So yes, everyone should take accountability. So, what makes you confident?
What makes me confident?
As Trivia, as the shy girl, what makes you confident?
What makes me confident right now is because I have left the background noise of everything that is there. I'm just like,
The negativity.
yeah, the negativity. I'm just always like, I don't care. Like, even the comments on internet, I don't read them.
What has been your worst
myself.
comment that you've seen?
I think I've not gone through comments these days. So
You stay away from trouble.
The worst one that I've seen would be something about tribalism and poisoning people, or like such threats. Just like, really, like, please heal wherever you are. Heal. Like, go and pray. Like,
So they
kneel down and
actually
pray.
think you're not Ugandan.
Yeah, people think that.
It's really sad.
Well, that's their opinion, and
And you want the crown, so they can't take it.
they can't take it anymore. But also, the thing is, I feel like these days, mostly, there have been so many intermarriages, so many Ugandans that don't look Ugandan, so many Baganda that don't look Baganda, so many. You have seen mixed girls that are telling you I'm Mutoro, like literally curly hair. And they tell you
Actually,
I'm
my little
Mutoro.
sisters are half caste. So.
Exactly. So people should actually leave that stigma and actually learn, have awareness of these things that are actually happening in the
Exactly.
world. Because almost these days, I feel like 50% of Ugandans are not fully Ugandans.
They are not fully Ugandan.
Yes, because of the intermarriages of, actually, I would say tribes. Like, they're not fully Baganda or fully Banyankole or fully, yeah, so they're always mixed, like Baganda, Munyankole, Mutoro, Northern. Yeah, so.
And what makes you most authentic?
What makes me more authentic?
Like, this is me. This is Trivia.
I think the way I dress, I would say it's the most authentic thing about myself. Like, I wouldn't say I have changed the way I dress because of Miss Uganda.
Because
like,
of
I
Miss
have
Uganda.
stayed who I am, and I think clothes have always made me, like, something about fashion. I always like exploring things. Of course, there's certain things I can't wear as Miss Uganda, but I would say I still look at such clothes and I'm like, nice.
You actually have a limit. Or you're allowed to do anything.
No. It's not like you have a limit, but even you yourself,
As
like
a
I
person.
said, as a person, like, how is that how you want to be addressed? does someone want to see and be like, oh, Gucci, Gucci, Gucci from head to toe, and be like, oh, I want to be like her? You understand? You have to dress a certain way and keep that class and elegance.
And
as a
actually,
queen.
most people still think that being a beauty queen is about being a spoiled person or something like that. Actually, how would you defend that?
I feel like they haven't made more research. If someone still thinks like that, they haven't seen the queens before me. They haven't seen queen. I've not seen any queen
Anita
anywhere.
Fabiola.
Do
Like, we have good examples, but they have not seen the real queens.
yes, the real queens that have actually. But even Anita Fabiola, I wouldn't say she has dressed.
No, I'm not saying that she has dressed in a way, but I'm saying that like they are married, like the way we've started, they dress so elegantly and they are good. But most people still think that, oh, being Miss Uganda is about, what.
I would say it's still a stereotype. Like people need to have awareness about these things, and actually, like the thing is, all of us before we went for Miss Uganda, we thought we were going to go to inside boot camp, and it's about like how you dress, how you talk, how you approach things. But it was nothing of that sort. It's mostly about how do you want to help people? What is your purpose? What you have beauty beyond looks? Like, are you only focusing on how you look and how you walk, or you actually have a purpose that is deeper than what meets the eye? So everything about Miss Uganda, you just have to actually learn about Miss Uganda to know what Miss Uganda is exactly about. Because I think very many people don't know what Miss Uganda is about, and they think it's just you're a celebrity now, and that's it. I think when people didn't know about Miss World,
they didn't
know about Miss World. They just know Miss Uganda is now Miss Uganda for this year, and she's a celebrity, and that's all they think. And so I think people just need to learn more and actually be aware of certain things.
Of what actually Miss Uganda is all about. And to talk about your purpose, your project, what are you preparing for the young girls in Uganda?
Not only the young girls, but the youth. I want to restore hope for those that have been through the trauma of domestic violence. And I feel like domestic violence is too much these days in women, in men, in children. And when it's in a man and a woman, it affects the children. Exactly. So the children who have gone through families that are violent, not only in ways of like beating or stuff like that, but also financially, mentally, because seeing someone fight, you can see a child that is actually affected by certain things.
Yes.
You just do something scary and they get so scared, and you're like, this kid is actually going through something. So it's not. And also sometimes the men who we say that have caused this, it's also because they've also gone through this when they were young. So they grow up and they actually become this person. So if we talk to our parents and we say, okay, like give them awareness to know how this is wrong and how it can actually be changed, and remove the stereotype of some cultures, I would say, that say when they say a woman should be submissive to a man, they do not say that
you should not do anything,
or she should just stay home and cook. Do you understand? So I think those certain things that we need to change and actually create awareness for the elder people, and then help the children that have gone through that trauma, so that when they grow up they don't act like
the
what they
same
have seen.
way.
Yes.
And why domestic violence? Did you experience it?
I wouldn't say I have experienced it when I was young, but I wouldn't say it was like physical violence, or like
it can be emotional, actually.
Emotional, financial.
Yes.
I've seen such things in my life, so I wanted to let children who have gone through that, and then the women, to know that actually, and the men, to know that when you do certain things in a household, it actually affects the children. And how do we get through this? Women need to be more empowered, because when you're very dependent on someone, you can't leave. You end up saying, what am I going to do if I leave? But you can't actually leave if you have skills that can help you, digital skills, like not only technical skills of like sewing or anything. Like you can learn a skill of, something about the computer, which I think digital skilling is right now than everything that is bringing money these days. So just to help the children, the women, the men themselves, because there's certain men that have also gone through these things.
Of course.
Sexual violence. Men these days are raped as well. So I don't want to say I'm only focusing on the girl child. Yes, the girl child is more affected, but why is she more affected? Because because
she can't do anything.
Exactly. And also, if the men change the way they think,
their perspective.
Exactly. So I think it's everything. It needs everyone to come together to actually fix a problem, not only one side of the party.
Okay. As we wrap up the show, I would like to what do you prefer about, what do you feel about makeup and being natural? Because I've seen you not like fully made up. What do you think?
I think both makeup and non-makeup does not change the person, but when you have makeup as a woman, there is a way you feel more empowered. Like,
really?
Actually doing your makeup and you look like, imagine waking up in the morning, you work out.
Yes.
You work out, you organize yourself, you shower, and then you just sit there and do your makeup and actually feel good. Then there are those people who don't want to do makeup. They just wake up and do their skincare and do their lip gloss and and lashes, and they move. So I think all the things are not a bad thing. So I would say, because I wasn't a makeup, I didn't know how to do makeup before Miss Uganda. I didn't know, but I learned to love it and actually say, okay, I want to actually learn to do my makeup.
Do you think it brings confidence?
I think it does. I think it 100% does bring confidence if you're that type of person. But if you're not, that's also okay. Because there's some people who don't like makeup, who feel like, actually, my mother hates makeup. She's like, why are you doing your makeup and stuff like that? So yeah, there's certain people who feel like makeup is a good thing and certain people who don't.
Yeah.
It just depends on how they are as a person, who they are as a person.
Any last words for our people watching?
I would want to tell people to download the Miss World app and follow me, and let's get ready for Miss World and to bring the crown home.
When is Miss World again?
I don't know yet. They haven't confirmed, but it's most probably next year in March, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, that is it from our Miss Uganda Trivia Muhoza. Muhoza, is it related to the...
No. No, it's not.
Really?
Yeah, it's not.
Okay, that is it from our Miss Uganda Trivia Muhoza. Did I mention it right?
Yes.
Thank you for watching and see you next time.